The transport ship Viridian Dawn shuddered as another plasma bolt struck its hull. Emma clutched 5-year-old Harry closer to her chest, her body curled around him in the cramped escape pod. Through the transparent canopy, she watched their vessel break apart in silence, metal petals blooming into the void. "Mama," Harry whispered, his small fingers gripping her uniform. "I know, baby. I know." Emma's voice remained steady, even as her heart hammered against her ribs. The pod's emergency beacon pulsed weakly, a desperate prayer cast into the darkness of uncharted space. The attacking vessel, a massive thing of organic curves and bioluminescent veins, circled the debris field like a predator. Emma had never seen its design in any Federation database. First contact protocols meant nothing when your ship was already dead. The alien craft latched onto their pod with a wet, sucking sound that made Harry whimper. Emma held him tighter, positioning her body between him and whatever was coming. If she had to become a shield of flesh and bone, so be it. The pod's hatch dissolved, not melted, but simply ceased to exist. A figure filled the opening, and Emma's breath caught. The being stood nearly 8 feet tall, with 4 arms ending in delicate, crystalline fingers. Her skin, Emma instinctively knew this was a female, shimmered with patterns like oil on water, constantly shifting between deep purples and midnight blues. Multiple eyes, arranged in a vertical line along her elongated skull, blinked independently. Emma pushed Harry behind her. "Stay back," she said, her voice hard as starship armor. "You'll have to go through me first." The alien tilted her head, those strange eyes focusing on Emma's defensive posture. A sound emerged from somewhere within her melodic, almost like singing, and the pod's emergency translator crackled to life. "You shield the small one," the translation came, tinny and uncertain. "Why do you not flee? Why do you not beg? He's my son." Emma's jaw set. "That's all the reason I need." The alien remained still for a long moment. Then she reached forward, with one crystalline hand. Emma tensed, ready to fight with teeth if necessary, but the alien simply touched Emma's arm where it wrapped around Harry. The touch was surprisingly warm. "I am Cathara," the alien said. "I am a mother who has lost her nestling to the cold dark. I was hunting, trying to find what took him." Those multiple eyes blinked in sequence, and Emma realized she was seeing grief. "But you? You would die for yours without thought, without hesitation." "Yes." Emma didn't move. Every time, Cathara withdrew her hand and made a gesture with her other limbs. "The Federation vessel. It matched the signature. The ones who raid our nursery worlds." "I was wrong." Harry peeked around Emma's shoulder. "Mama, she's crying." Emma looked closer. What she'd mistaken for bioluminescent patterns were actually tears, glowing as they traced down Cathara's face. The alien mother noticed Harry's gaze and lowered herself, bringing her impressive height down to something less threatening. "Your young is brave," Cathara said softly. "He faces the unknown, and still shows concern for a stranger's pain." "That's because his mama taught him right," Harry said, his child's certainty absolute. Cathara's eyes all focused on Emma. "Your species, humans. You are new to this region of space. We did not know, did not understand." She gestured to her ship. "Come, both of you. Let me make amends for my mistake." Emma hesitated. Every survival instinct screamed warnings. But Harry was looking up at her with those trusting eyes, and Cathara's grief seemed too genuine to fake. "Mama, I think she needs us," Harry whispered, out of the mouths of babes. Emma took a breath and made a decision that would change everything. "We'll come, but I carry him." Cathara's face did something that might have been a smile. "Of course. A mother's arms are the safest place in any universe." 3 cycles later, Emma stood in the council chamber of the Cavith Matriarchy, Harry at her side. Cathara had kept her word. Not only had she returned them safely to Federation space, but she'd insisted on escorting them personally. The story of the human mother who'd faced down a Cavith warrior without flinching, had spread like wildfire. "Your species confuses us," the eldest matriarch said, her countless eyes studying Emma. "You are small, fragile, yet you face death itself to protect your young. This is uncommon among spacefaring races." Emma stood straight. "With respect, maybe you've been traveling with the wrong races." Harry tugged her sleeve. "Mama's the bravest person ever. She fights monsters under my bed and in space." The chamber erupted in that melodic laughter. Cathara stepped forward, placing one crystalline hand on Emma's shoulder and another on Harry's head. "I have claimed them," Cathara announced. "By the old laws, by the bonds of shared grief and recognized courage. Emma human and Harry human are now of my nest. Any who threaten them threatens the Cavith matriarchy." The matriarch's eyes widened. "You invoke the ancient claim? For aliens? For family," Cathara corrected. "For a mother who taught me that love is not bound by biology, and a child who reminded me why we protect the innocent." She looked at Emma. "If you'll have us." Emma glanced down at Harry, who was grinning up at the towering aliens with absolute delight. She thought about how one moment of maternal instinct had bridged a gap between species, how protecting her child had prevented a war. "Yeah," Emma said, squeezing Harry's hand. "We'll have you." And so humanity gained its first allies among the stars, not through diplomacy or trade, but through a mother's unwavering love and an alien's recognition of that universal truth. Those who shield their young deserve respect across every star and species.